Political cartoons have been affecting the world for ages. Let's see what students and teachers think about political cartoons today.
My name is Mrs. Benavides. I've taught at L'Anse Creuse High School for 19 years. I teach social studies, primarily AP US History and AP World History.
My name is Leah Ringstad, and I'm an illustration student at Macomb Community College.
My name is Mr. Doro. I am a secondary art teacher at L'Anse Creuse High School, teaching painting and drawing.
A political cartoon is a graphic expression of someone's opinion. So instead of writing an editorial in a newspaper, a political cartoon is a graphic way to express that opinion.
I think art is a really useful tool for social change in terms of like social media and accessibility, because you're much more willing to look at a picture or read a little cartoon, something with visuals, versus reading a multiple page article.
With political cartooning, I think that they live on a lot longer than maybe a news article. So because they're so visual as well as, they're more visual than textual, they tend to resonate a lot longer than maybe a news article.
All news is going to be slanted one way or the other, depending on their opinion. Most news tries to be very unbiased, but political cartoons are notoriously biased because they're drawn and express an opinion of an author. So someone who looks at it can be easily swayed one direction if they don't recognize the author's inherent bias.
And depending on what part of the internet they go on, it can really expose them to different opinions and different views. So you could have like a political cartoon that is bashing one side, and then a political cartoon that's bringing light to another subject. It really depends on what type of cartoon you're looking at.
Political cartooning is very important. I think it's also very important that the consumer of the political cartooning understand that there is some type of bias to them, and the goal of the cartoon is not necessarily to sway you, but to give you something to contemplate and to think about.
Because I use them pretty much every day as a way to expose my students to current events. A lot of high school students don't want to read very long articles about what's going on in the news every day, or they don't want to commit 20 to 30 minutes a day to be watching the news. So a cartoon is an easy way to show them, again, a quick snapshot of a current event that makes them start thinking about, like, what is this? I don't know what this is. And if they don't know it, they can easily research it. And it allows them to sort of stay connected to the real world, but also at the same time begin to look at bias.
From Picasso to your cartoonist, it's kind of, we take it upon ourselves to document time, place, history, events, and the political cartoonist is doing nothing more than that.
I just encourage kids to always really try to keep their nose to the news at some point during the week. It's probably not the most entertaining thing to watch, nor is it always the most uplifting thing to watch. But it really is your responsibility to know what's going on. And like I said, it doesn't have to be 20 minutes in front of the news. It doesn't have to be, a very long article. You can use political cartoons just to keep up on what's going on in the world.